HunterGirl is in the house. Welcome to Get Real. HunterGirl is here, everyone. I just really like you.
Oh my gosh, I really like you.
Well, first off, you're fun. We were having a lot of fun. Thanks for getting down with the content.
Oh, hey, always. It is so much fun.
You might as well have some fun with content.
I know. It's like, if you're going to do it, make it a good time.
Just do it.
Yeah.
But I really like you in general, though, with your music, too.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so I am late to the party. I did not even realize you were runner-up on American Idol. I just thought you were this awesome singer named HunterGirl, and I was like, what does HunterGirl mean? But then I was like, your name is Hunter.
Yes, government name.
You actually are, you like to hunt.
Yeah, I like to hunt, but that's not, how HunterGirl came to be, in a sense. My last name is Walkinowski.
Walkinowski.
Yeah,
That's a good name.
11 letters. Kindergarten sucked when they're like, spell your name. And I'm like, I got 11 people. I got 11. Give me a break.
Walkinowski.
Yes.
That's good.
And so nobody can ever pronounce it. And the lady at the front office when I was in elementary school, she was like, Hunter, there was like a guy named Hunter in my class. She's like, the girl, Hunter girl, can you come to the office?
And it stuck?
And it just stuck.
Since kindergarten?
Yeah. So just they just called me Hunter Girl.
Your whole life you've just been called HunterGirl.
And that's what my pa calls me. He'll be like, hey, my little Hunter Girl, what you doing? And I'm like, I don't know.
I cannot. Is that the one you wrote Clockworks about?
No, that's my grandfather. My pa is still alive.
That's your other grandfather?
That's on my mom's side, yes.
Okay.
But yeah, my grandfather on my dad's side, he passed away.
Your song Clockworks literally took me down. Because that is so sweet about your grandfather and about getting Alzheimer's, right?
Yes. It was a really, really hard time, and he was just the sweetest person ever, the best cook, the best spaghetti you have ever had in your entire life. But he was just such a sweet person, and he got dementia, and it was just really, really hard on the family and everything. And everybody always wants to go back in time, and I wish I'd asked him so many different questions, and you always think about looking back in the past and things that you wish you would have done, and that was one of the things. I was like, I wish I could eat Grandpa's spaghettis one more time or get to talk to him and hang out, and just songs like that kind of just make me cry.
It is so crazy because I have now lost all 4 of my grandparents.
Oh, I'm so
sorry. And they lived a long time, though.
Yeah.
I got to have a really great, personal, close relationship with all of them. But it is so weird when they pass because you just always feel that presence, and it's like that grounding, safe presence of just the patriarch and the matriarch of the family. And you always can lean on your grandparents, and they're sturdy as the old oak tree, hopefully if you're lucky.
Yeah.
And then when they go, it's like, man, I just feel a little unstable.
Yeah, it just feels like there's just this hole left, because my grandparents bring me so much peace.
Yes.
So much peace and so much perspective.
Yes.
I think about how many generations my grandparents have lived through, and it's wild. And so just talking to them about life and problems and just their viewpoint is completely different than the one that I have. And whenever I'm just having a bad day and I'm like, I don't know, everything's falling apart, and they're like, it's gonna be okay. We're 84 years old. It all turns out fine. And it's just those kind of things where in the season of in my 20s where I'm like, I don't know, I'm falling apart, and they're in their 80s, and just it feels like they have all the knowledge in the world and all the peace, and I just try to grasp a little piece of it when I talk to them.
The thing I really, really admire about your songwriting, and I think America does too, and obviously this is why you got a golden ticket, right? Where you got originally you got only 4 people get one.
I got the golden ticket, and then I got the platinum ticket my year, which was crazy. I did not expect it at all.
Okay, explain to us what that means.
So it was the 20th season of American Idol.
This was last year?
This was
2 years
a couple, 2, 3. Oh my gosh,
what
time
year
flies.
was it?
2022.
Okay.
I think. I'm looking at the camera like they know. 2022? I think so. Fact check me, please.
Let us know.
Yeah. Put in the comments. But yeah, so they had platinum ticket that year, and so I went into the audition and got the golden ticket, and I was so excited.
How do you get the golden ticket? Because you just freaking crushed?
Oh, I was scared to death. I was about to have a heart attack because before I went into my audition, I had an interview, and it was a really emotional one, and so I'd been crying.
What beans were you spilling?
I don't even know. I think I was so stressed out. It would just somebody asked me a question, I'd be like, ah! But I had smashed my makeup. I was like, oh my God, I'm so sad. And they're like, Hunter, it's your turn. Go into the audition room. And I'm like, and I look like a little baby raccoon. And I'm just walking in there, and I'm like, hey, Katie, hey, Luke, hey,
Who were you most starstruck to see?
All three of them
Okay.
when I walked into the room, because they just like, it's like the lights shine on them and they glow. And
You have to make it through a lot of rounds before you. Oh, not if you get the golden ticket. You just go straight to them.
well, so they have like auditions before, because this was still during like Zoom and like the COVID.
Okay, the COVID era.
Yeah, and so I had to audition, I think, like 4 times before I got to the judges in Nashville, and then got the golden ticket whenever I was in there, and it was so awesome and so cool.
And that means you get to go to Hollywood.
I get to go to Hollywood, and then they were saying, oh, we need to keep you in town, like, to film some extra stuff. And, like, I'd played Broadway and played, like, live gigs, like, since I got to Nashville, but even before when I was, like, 14, 15. They're like, we'd love to get some B-roll. And I'm like, I don't know what B-roll is. And they're like, we'd get some B-roll on Broadway. And I was like, okay, yeah, that sounds fun.
Let's do it.
And so I show up to Luke's bar, and I brought my guitar, because I was like, I don't know if I need a guitar. And they're like, oh, you're playing with a band. And I'm like, I'm playing with a band.
Okay.
Let's do it. And luckily, I was like, hey, guys, like, do you know these couple songs?
Oh, you did not plan the songs out ahead of time.
Oh, no. Like,
They were throwing you to the wolves.
I was like, let's go. And they were like, we got you, we got you. I was like, I love you so much. And somebody like lent me their in-ears and put them in my
Just
ears.
some random ears.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
like, I don't know whose these are, but it's great. It's great. And so then I was like singing to the crowd, and they were filming it, and then Katie, Luke, and Lionel walk in, and I was like, my heart just went, oh, what is happening? And that's when they gave me the platinum ticket.
Which
it was like they only gave 3 out that year.
Stop it.
So it
in
was
the whole course of
the whole course of the season.
And what happens when you get the platinum ticket?
It was like whenever we were in Hollywood Week, it was, we like did a performance together, but it was like they chose
The 3 of y'all who got it?
Yes, and they chose like one from every city.
So do you have a target on your back because you have a platinum ticket? Are people like, oh, there's HunterGirl, she's got the platinum ticket?
I don't know. I was like, because whenever I had it, I was like, oh my gosh, like I just couldn't believe it. And then going into Hollywood Week, and that was such a crazy experience, because you're running off of like no sleep and like
no sleep ever,
like granola bars,
and they just throw you into like you're in this room, you're in a hotel, and then you're in like a performing arts kind of
it's
like
thing. It was like a convention hall, and then
we live in there.
Well, we did, because it was only a week, and so
Hollywood's only a week.
Yes, Hollywood. Yeah, it's only a week, and then we figure out who's the top 24 by the end.
And there are 100 that go to Hollywood.
I think so, around that.
And then only 20. Do you for sure get to go to the show with the platinum ticket, or could you have gotten eliminated?
I could have got eliminated.
Okay.
Yeah, so
was that nerve-wracking with all the 100 people? And did some people who were really great not make it?
Yeah, there were so many great people that didn't make it. And so
how do they do that?
I have no idea. And because there were so many amazing artists on that season that didn't even make it into the top 24. And so the whole time I was just thinking, I'm just like lucky to be here and lucky to keep going, and just kind of keeping my head down. I'm like, I'm just going to figure it out step by step and learn the lyrics to these songs, and just like black out when I'm on stage, and hopefully it all comes out right,
Holy cow, Hunter.
It was wild.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Okay, so before then, were you feeling a little lost? Because you had written a song, your debut single.
Yes.
You wrote By Yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And Not About You, right?
Ain't About You.
Ain't About You.
Yes.
And you wrote that because like things kind of weren't happening. You were kind of wondering like, what am I doing with my life?
Yeah. So that song was kind of like a prayer that I had in my bedroom, and because nothing was really working out in Nashville. And
so you had been in Nashville.
Yeah, I moved here 2016.
You had been here a while.
Yeah, so right when I graduated high school, I was like, peace out, A-Town. Like, I'll see you guys. And
you're out of there.
Moved to Nashville.
And how far away from where you live is Nashville?
About a couple hours.
Okay.
And so I moved to Nashville and everything.
By yourself? Do you have a friend?
I started school at MTSU, so I was in the dorm and then lived with my grandma. I love you, Grandma.
Oh, love that. I love that. Okay, so she lived here. Your grandma lived here.
Yes. And so, like, there was nothing really going on for me at that point. And I was like, God, like, if this is for me, just let me know. Because I love this, but, like, if this is not what I'm supposed to do, like, I just want to do whatever you want me to. And
you literally just want to live in God's will.
Yeah. And so I just sat there on the floor and just like bawling my eyes out. There's this theme. I cry a lot. And
I cry every day.
Oh, like it's good.
If I don't cry every day, I'm wondering what's happening.
I know. I'm like, what's happening? Like, am I feeling enough?
Okay. It's so annoying, but then at the same time, I feel so much better when it's over.
I know. I feel like I'm just like, oh my gosh.
Relief.
I'm so happy.
Okay, so you're just bawling on the floor.
Yes.
You're living in Nashville now for a few years, going to college, and you're like, God, do you want this to happen
for me? And so literally 2 weeks later, somebody emails me and they're like, hey, like, I would love for you to be on American Idol this season. And
who emails you?
Leanne Phelan. And
is this a friend?
She had like worked in American Idol like when it first started.
She
and
knew you.
And I had met her through like a songwriting camp and everything that I did online.
And she had a connection?
And she had a connection. She's like, I think you should do it. And I was like trying to figure out if I should do it or not. And then the next day I was playing the show right next to Bath and Body Works, and I was absolutely crushing it. And I was like pulling my equipment across, and nobody's ever there, but I'm just like, I'm like making $100, and I'm like, this is gonna rock. And I'd started a gym because I was sad, and it was my first day at that gym, and they're like, what are you doing after this? And I was like, oh, like I'm playing across the street tonight, like y'all should come. And a girl had just moved from California 2 days prior, and she came to the show, and she was like, hey, I used to be a producer on American Idol, and I think you should do it this year.
So it's like
twice in 2 days.
You're like, okay, God.
I was like, okay, God, I got my sign.
Was 2 signs enough for you?
Yes.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, I feel like I'm just like, girl, wake up.
Just take this opportunity.
Yeah, and I was like, let's do it. And so I was like, I'm just going to see what happens. And it was just like all flags went green, and it was just amazing. And it felt like I was in the right place in the right time where I needed to be. And like that feeling of just like feeling like I was on a path that I needed to be on was something I'd never felt before.
Really?
Yeah. Where it's just
what
like,
does that feel like when all of a sudden all the signs are green?
It was just like,
does it feel easy?
It didn't feel easy. It just felt like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And after like, you know, having the conversation with God and being like, hey, like, is this for me? And it felt like yes.
Yes.
Yeah. It felt like yes.
Keep
and I was
going.
just like, I'm going to keep going. I got the sign, and it was so special, and I was just really, really thankful for that season of my life.
So what was it like when you're performing live? Did you have any breakdowns? Did you have moments that completely moved you to tears or like changed your life? Like any performances? Like
while on Idol?
Yeah, like any moments? Because you got runner up. That last moment when you're deciding who's going to win? I mean, come on.
That was crazy.
That's next level. Is it defeating that you didn't win, or were you like, I'm just so happy that I got second place?
I was just so happy I was there. You
Yeah.
know,
Happy to be here.
The whole time I was like, I'm just grateful to be here. And like this moment really did make me cry while I was on the show. My pa had his 80th birthday on the road to come see me. They drove from Tennessee to California with my aunt and my uncle, and they came to one of the shows, and it was during like the Disney night they had. And he had his 80th birthday on the road, and they came out to the show. And looking out at my grandparents in the audience, I know I was just like, I'm bawling. And this was so funny because like I'm about to like cry, like looking at them on the stage, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm on TV. What am I going to do? And I look over and I see my Nana, and they have sat her by Derek Huff. And my Nana is the biggest Dancing with the Stars fan of all time. And as I'm about to cry, I look over at Nana, and she's just talking Derek Huff's ear off. She's like, hey, like, what's going on?
She's having the best day of her life. It
was so funny. And they got a picture together and everything.
Dreams were coming true all over the place.
It was so sweet. But I cried during that, and I cried whenever I sang Red Bird. When I got off stage singing that song.
And you wrote that song?
I wrote that song, yeah.
That's so cool you got to sing original songs. They let people sing original songs now, I guess.
Yeah, it was really special because the first original I sang on the show like wasn't planned. I'd like picked a cover song that it was like they had certain themes and stuff, and I sent that in, and then one of the ladies I'd sent in a song of mine. I was like, because her husband was a really big songwriter, and I was like, hey, I just want to know what you think of this. You know, I'm just trying to get better. And she was like, do you want to sing this next week? And I was like, yeah, of course. And so the band learned the song, and I got to sing. It was a song called Heartbreak Down that I sang, and it was because of her, because of Miss Robin. Yeah.
The thing I love about your music is, like I said, when I started like stalking you down, I started with your Instagram page, and so like I didn't actually know you had a whole American Idol background, and I was like, dang, she's not just another country girl. Like, she's not just another one. And not that there's not so many talented people, but like, you have like legit stories that you are singing about. Every single song that you're singing, I'm like, and pretty much Stop Me Now.
Thank
like
you.
every little girl needs to hear that.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, every song you're singing, I know is like coming from you and your heart and your experience and your journey and the way you're putting it into a song. I'm like feeling every single bit of it.
Oh,
and I feel like I know who you are just from hearing a few songs. And you don't always get that with an artist, you know?
Yeah, I feel like whenever I was little, like I wanted to be a songwriter and an artist, and I thought that was really important to me. I want to get better at songwriting, and I started writing songs when I was like 9 years old, and I'm sure they were pretty rough. It's like, where's my crayons? You know, the ballad. And but like writing songs has been such a big part of my life. I feel like it's the way that I get things out, and the way that like I'm able to like have pinpoints in my life with songs. You know, like Clockworks was like me getting through like what happened to my grandfather and him passing away, and like Ain't About You is this time in my life where I have no idea what happens next, and pretty much was this time where I was tired of other like the opinions of myself that I would see in the mirror would like attack me. I'm about to cry, but like
no, that song made me cry when I saw it, because you're like, what does it start? Sometimes I look in the mirror and I don't like what I see or something. How's it go?
Like, you know, like I still grab a jacket when I walk out the door, because like there's sometimes I'm insecure, like these things that like I know that a lot of women have felt.
Who doesn't feel this?
And I went because it was important to me. I was like, I want to film this in my hometown.
The music video
is
stop me now.
Oh my gosh, it was in my hometown, and I called. There's this theater there, called the Oldham Theater. And I called Montana. I was like, hey, do you care if we come film a music video? I was like, I would just love for people like in the hometown if they want to come out and be a part of the video.
So many little girls.
And so all the little girls showed up and they're all singing it, and it was just so sweet.
I'm like, that is the messaging we need.
It was just so special, and you know, like I love my hometown, and every year we do a show. That's my last show of the year. Every year I do in my hometown, and seeing all the little girls singing and dancing around and just like having the best time is so special. But I feel like the songs that I put out, I always want there to be a clear message of like who I am and my story, and the songs that connect the most that I've found are the ones where I'm just being honest.
That's what we want. And that's why, like, I'm like listening to your songs. I'm like, dang, is this a new artist? How is she so good to be such a new artist?
Gosh,
and then I'm like, you've been doing this a long time. So tell me about your upbringing. You grew up in the country, and that's where Somewhere Wild's coming from. Because, like, did you get lost last year? You said you had a big finding yourself year last year.
Yeah, definitely.
Tell me about all that and getting back to the country and your roots.
Yeah, so
get lost, not like actually lost. But like
I was lost for like 3 months, like in the woods. But no, Somewhere Wild kind of came from this time where, you know, it's like everybody's like, what's next? What's next?
And they're trying to be encouraging, but it's also like, oh my God, I don't know what's next.
Like, I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't know. And so I'm just like smiling and waving like the penguins from Madagascar. Like, I'm like, yeah, everything's great, you know? And I'm like, I don't know what's next. And I really wanted to find my sound and kind of get back to myself in a way, like the country roots that I've always had, like growing up in Southeast Tennessee, Winchester, and Somewhere Wild was kind of that finding myself song. And it kind of started at the top of the last year when I was like, okay, what's next? And I was like, I don't know. Like,
you ever feel stressed?
Yeah, I was like, everything's so unknown all the time. And
because you go from American Idol, huge burst of energy. You get a record deal. Now you're signed to Broken Bow, right?
Yes.
And now you're putting out singles. You're going on tour with Luke Bryan.
Yes, went on tour with Luke Bryan.
It's a whirlwind.
Yeah, it's been so much fun.
And then sometimes the whirlwind just kind of stops. Not that it's stopping, but it's like huge force, and then it's like
it's in those breaks.
It's those breaks. It's like, who am I now? Like, what am I supposed to do? Yeah, it's very confusing.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know what's next. And so there's this place by my pa's house, and he called it the Wilderness. Whenever I was a little kid, it was right beside the creek, and he made it this little magical place. And he was like,
I just love your family.
Oh my gosh, like you need to meet them. They're the sweetest people. But Pa said, like, say the wilderness 3 times, and when you run into the woods, anything can happen.
No, he did not. He said, say the wilderness 3 times. It's like the wilderness.
Wilderness, the wilderness.
The wilderness.
And me, my sister, and my cousin were like, yeah!
And then you run in there, charge it in?
Yeah.
Ah!
And it was like, I felt that feeling, but
so like, you broke through the veil.
Yeah, it's like, I'm just like, oh my gosh, where are the fairies? You know? But that feeling like anything could happen, like whenever you get older, it's like, oh my gosh, anything could happen, and you take it like negatively. And I was like, I want to get back to like being in the wilderness where anything can happen and it's a good thing. And like go back to that positive spin on that saying. And I felt like Somewhere Wild was like this growing song for me. I didn't mean to write it when I walked into the room.
You didn't?
No, I didn't have the idea or anything, and I read it with Jeff Garrison and Bob DePiero.
I love Bob DePiero.
He's the sweetest little human.
Do you know what Bob DePiero told me that I will never forget?
What'd he say?
I interviewed him, and I've loved him. He's been a friend for a long time. He said, fear is 100 feet wide and 100 feet tall, but it's paper thin. He's like, you just have to walk through it.
I got chills.
I know. He's like, it's all you can see. It's 100 feet wide and 100 feet tall, but it's paper thin. If you walk through it, it's over.
Oh, my God.
I was like, damn, Bob. Oh, my God. You should be a legendary songwriter in the Hall of Fame or something.
That's crazy.
I know.
He's just dropping
I've never
bars.
forgotten that. He's just dropping wisdom all over the place.
I know.
He's like a sage.
He really is. I'm like the little wizard.
I know.
Yeah.
And he's so nice.
I know. He's just so happy.
You hug him.
I know. Every time I see him, I was like, I just want to hug you.
I know. Me too. We love you, Bob.
We love you, Bob. And he was so encouraging in the room. And like Jeff started playing this track, and I was like, I've never written anything like that. I was like, that's cool. And it was like very like, where is she? And I'm like, I don't know, because I don't know where I'm going. And I just kept hearing Somewhere Wild. And so Bob's like, let's run with it. And we wrote that song in like an hour and a half. And it was so easy, and it was like another, like felt like a stamp of like a timestamp of my life. And I was like, I feel like I know where I'm heading. And then Trent Willman ended up producing it.
Love Trent Willman.
And I love him.
He's a Texas guy.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, I used to sing with him at Judge Beam's barbecue back in the day.
Oh my gosh.
Him and Wade Hayes. I've been around for so long. I have like so many lives with so many people. But Trent Willman, I'm like, heck yeah, he's getting his big moment, because he had an artist moment, but now he's getting his big producer moment.
Yeah, like he's so amazing, and like being in the studio with him and the band, and it was just so much fun. It felt like everybody just known each other forever, and we were just all hanging out and like creating music. And
how'd you link up with Trent Willman?
Well, I met him at the CMT Next Woman in Country thing, because I was a part of that class, and he was in the audience, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited, because
he did Cody Johnson, right? He produced Cody Johnson.
Yeah, Cody Johnson. Okay. And so I'd met him there and ended sending him my music, and he was like, let's do it. And I was like, okay. Yay! And so we cut 3 songs.
Which ones did you cut first?
Dirt was first.
Which Dirt is so good.
Oh, thank you.
I love that song.
Thank you. That was Fall, Somewhere Wild, and then There May Be Something Coming Soon. Ooh, she's so mysterious.
Okay.
She's got a past.
Yes,
she's crazy.
Is. I love this for us. So there's one in the bank.
There's one in the bank.
Okay.
We don't know
when she's gonna be
to be continued.
Okay.
I know.
I love that. Right now we're just enjoying mystery. Somewhere Wild.
Yeah, Somewhere Wild right now. But yeah, I'm really, really excited for that song, and it feels different than like stuff that I've done in the past.
So when did you start releasing music? Did you release on your own?
Yes. So the first time that I was in the studio, I think I was like 15 or 16.
You have literally been at this for so long.
For so long, and kind of like a little bit of like baby Hunter. Like nobody in my family played music.
Nobody.
Nobody
sing?
No. And so they were just all like, whatever you want to do, just go after it. And I'm like, okay. And so like I'd go to talent shows, like county fairs, any place that anybody would let me sing. And when I was like 14, 15, I played bass first. I was playing bass in a band.
Cool.
Oh my God, thank you.
Yes,
I need to practice bass so like I can live up to it.
Did you like rodeo too?
I didn't get too much into rodeo.
You just went to the rodeos to sing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And so but like started playing guitar, and so I started walking into bars and like coffee shops, and my mom and dad would drive me and be like, just like waiting in the corner, because I'm like, Mom and Dad, just wait in the corner. I'm just going to ask and see if they'll let me sing.
You would go ask yourself at like 14, 15? Your parents
crazy.
Would drop you off, and they would wait while you went and ask the head if you could sing.
Well, they would come in the door with me, and then they would stand in the corner and be like, no, Mom, like, come on.
You were so confident.
It was crazy.
Who is this person?
I don't know.
You'd walk up to like the manager of the bar and say, hey, like, I'm HunterGirl, and I want to sing here.
I would be like, hey, like, do you care if I sing a couple songs? Because there would be a stage. And I was like, and if you like it, maybe like I could play longer.
No, you did not.
And if you'd like to like hire me. And so
at 14 years old?
14, 15. It was crazy.
My gosh.
And so that's how I got gigs. And then I started stalking people on Facebook that had venues.
So you were like focused.
I was locked in.
And you were not scared to ask.
Like scared, but I was like, I want it so bad, I'm just going to do it. Like, I don't care.
And that's what it takes.
And so I was like,
I'm highly impressed.
Like probably like junior and senior year, I was playing like 50 shows a summer.
And you just went and got them yourself.
Yeah, I would just be like, hey, like, can I play? And
your own booking agent. Were you making money?
I was making okay money. Like
at 14, playing gigs.
Yeah, I was like, this rocks. And so I didn't have a band, and there was like this venue, like, oh, like you have to have a band to play here. And I was like, okay, what do I do now? And so I was a part of the church band, and so there's like these guys in their 50s, and I was like, hey. And I went to school with their kids, and they were
in the band with the 50-year-old dude.
I know, and I was like, hey, do you want to be my band? I was like,
I loved it.
Though we had a blast, and like it was so special because when I came back for Idol for my hometown show,
you played with your dudes.
I brought them back. And
dead meat right now.
They're just the best people in the world. I love them. And so they played gigs with me while I was in high school.
You're just making it happen, Hunter.
I was doing my best.
That's what I love about you so much. So it's like, you're just like, okay, what do I have? What am I working with? I'm going to just work with what I'm working with and get it done. And that's what it takes.
Oh, thank you.
But literally, you're just like, okay, I need a band. Where's my band? Okay, church guys.
Hey guys, let's do it.
That's amazing. Just fearless. Okay. And so then you started playing gigs, and then I'm guessing you skipped college and came straight to Nashville, or did you go to... No, you went to MTSU.
Yes, went to MTSU. Okay. And so I got a music business degree there. I finished college.
Well, that's impressive.
COVID.
Way to go.
My senior year was during COVID.
How was that?
It was hard, because like senior year,
was your whole college during COVID, or did COVID start?
It was like my last semester of college was when COVID started. It was like that spring semester. And so like I was starting to meet with publishers, and I was like, oh my gosh, everything's going great. I was like, maybe I'll have a job. I was like so excited, and I was still playing Broadway and playing different shows and stuff. And then the world shut down. Mm-hmm. And it was like, what do I do now?
What did you do?
And I moved back home for about, I guess, like 6 months during COVID, because my lease went up that February, and then COVID happened that March. And so I went back home for like 6 months during COVID, and then came back to Nashville and moved in with my best friend, and just started trying to figure it out again. And I'd been working with veterans since I was about 17 and writing songs with them.
Talk to me about that. That is so moving. Vicky, I saw you talk about Vicky.
She was the sweetest lady, but I started an all-female veteran class with Freedom Sings during 2020. So that's what I was doing throughout 2020. I was writing songs online.
So basically, you're going and helping these veterans get their story out through songwriting?
Yes.
That is so powerful. Radney Foster does that, too.
Yes, yeah.
That is so powerful.
Oh,
and I'm sure,
thank you.
the stories that you heard, was it moving for so many of these people who couldn't express how they were feeling?
Yeah, because I started singing, like, the songs for the people that would write them when I was 17.
Y'all would write together and you would sing them?
Yes. And so then, like, when I was, like, I think my first camp was when I was 19, and I wrote with a Gold Star child.
What does that mean?
It's like one of their family members has passed away.
Oh, man.
While they were serving. And that was my first write. And she was the sweetest little girl in the world. Cheyenne, I love you if you're watching.
How old was she?
I think she was around 9, 10.
No, her parent had passed away?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
And
that's so heartbreaking.
It was so hard.
You helped her write. Oh, I can't even handle this.
I know. Yeah.
You helped her write her story?
Yeah. So I wrote, me and Steve Dean and Dawn Goodman, we wrote her song, and we wrote 2 songs that weekend. And
what was her song about? I mean, I know.
Yeah.
What was it called?
It's called Daddy's Daughter. And it was just, like, I remember, like, her running off for a little bit, and I was like, if you, like, just, like, take as many breaks as you want to. And I remember her in the bathroom and everything. I was like, hey, are you okay? And I went and bought, like, Snickers bars, and I started sliding them under the door.
Oh.
And I was like, hey, like, whenever you're ready. And she's like, I think I am. And so me and her just, like, sitting there eating Snickers bars. And we finished the song. But
that is so, like, painful and powerful, and, like, what an outlet to be able to, like, for her to get her feelings out,
Yeah, and the line of the song is like he made little old me to withstand anything. Stand, like, never stand down, mess with me, you're a goner, 'cause I'm my daddy's daughter. And it was just, having that moment with her was so special, and that was my first write, and I've written with a lot of Gold Star moms and spouses. And
wow, this is a calling.
And so I've been doing it for a long time, and the one that I had in December was with Miss Vicky. They called me like, hey, like, we don't know what you're doing, but we just got a female veteran added to the workshop, and, like, could you come to Chattanooga? And I was like, okay, I was like, yeah, I'll be there. And so I got up at, like, 5 a.m. and drove, because I drove the night after because I had, like, something that night. And so I drove to my Nana and Pa's house because they're closer to Chattanooga, and went down and wrote her song. And so I've just getting to write with her was so special. And
what did Vicky write about?
It was called My Heart, and it was so special. Because I asked her, because she was so nice, and she was telling me her story, and I was like, where'd you get that heart from? And because all the things that have happened in her life, and
she's got a beautiful heart.
She's got a beautiful heart, and like so many songs that have come through, like Secondary PTSD is a song that I wrote. Like all the stories that I've gotten to tell, I'm really privileged to get to do it, because like I'm lucky. I get to write songs every day. Like that's so cool.
That is so cool.
But like seeing them get to experience that for the first time and getting like to tell their stories, it's just the best. And like, yeah.
It's really powerful.
Yeah.
It's I mean, that, like you said, music is for, what do you say? You quote it. Music is for other people. It's supposed to move people. It's supposed to make you feel something. It's supposed to like help people heal.
Yeah.
And you're really doing that with it.
Thank you. Yeah, but just getting to work with them is just amazing. And having the all-female veteran class in 2020, like they were, we called it girls' night. We'd all hang out, and we had like 4 female vets, and then by the end we had around 30. Thank you. Yeah, I do.
Thank you.
I told you. I know. We've laughed. We have cried. But
well, I'm glad you like to cry, because I am waterworks, and it's
oh my gosh, do you want one too?
Yeah, maybe. Thanks.
But yeah, like, and during Idol, I don't know if I've talked about it, but my audition was on Veterans Day.
Really?
And so, like, they brought my veterans that I worked with.
And your grandpa was a veteran.
Yes.
And so that's why it's so close to you. That's why it started, right?
Like, big military family, 6 of my great-uncles, my grandfather, my great-grandfather. And so, like, it's all, like, the military's always been a really big thing in my life, and supporting them, and, like, them coming back home, and, you know, just like searching for that family again, because that's what I love to see during these classes that we do, is like them getting to connect with each other, and somebody like, oh, like I was over here, and like, oh, I was over here, do you know this person, or like this happened, and like giving them that family. And like just watching like through the years, it's like it doesn't stop with a song. It's a community, and it's people that care about each other, and I'm just happy that I get to tell their story. Yeah. Please don't get me snotting on camera.
Get it.
Delicious. This is not the ASMR you want. No.
I kind of want. That's my favorite part, really. Man.
Yeah.
Hunter. Oh, do you want people to call you Hunter Girl or Hunter? Hunter Girl.
Call me Hunter.
But people call you Hunter Girl too?
People call me Hunter Girl. People call me Hunter.
Okay.
My friends call me Hunter. You can call me Hunter.
Can I be your friend?
Yeah. Faux show. We make friendship bracelets after this.
Oh, man, please. My daughter is 6, and I have so many friendship bracelets all over. That's why I'm telling you, like, you as a female artist and these songs you're putting out, I'm like, I, like, really couldn't wait to play Ain't About You for Sunny. And pretty much I'm like, I want her to hear these songs, because I want her to grow up knowing that, like, you can be a beautiful, powerful woman, and you don't have to just, like, fall into the – it's so hard. Being a woman is so hard. It's so amazing, but it's so hard. There's so much pressure.
Yeah.
And to see someone stand up there and say, like, listen, we all struggle, but like I love myself. I'm gonna like love myself for who I am, and it's bigger than me. And that's just like, you want the young girls to know that. And the older girls need to hear it too. Like, we all need to hear it.
Like, we all need to heal.
We all need to
God
heal.
Help us, you
Please.
know?
I feel like I've been healing for so long.
I know.
Never stops.
You never stop healing.
I've never done. I'm like, can I please be done healing for a while?
Yeah, because it's a daily battle where you're like some days you're like, whoa, I'm feeling my best self.
Feeling good.
I'm so happy.
This.
Like, let's crush it.
I've graduated from all this trauma and pain and sorrow.
I'm so happy. And then the next day you're like, oh my gosh, I'm a loser.
Oh, for sure. Yes. I know. Yeah. Literally. It can switch on a dime.
It switches on a dime, and you're just like, okay, just trying to like every day be like, okay, like everything's going to be fine. Everything's good. We're all happy. And like choosing to love yourself every day, and choosing
How do you do that? Tell me how you do that.
Oh, I think like
how do you look in the mirror and say like I love you? Because that's hard to look at yourself and say that.
I couldn't imagine just like looking at myself and be like I love you, but I tell myself every day I'm like everything's good, like oh you look happy, like whenever I've changed my clothes like 500 times and I'm like oh my gosh, like I'm like let's take a minute, let's take a beat, girlfriend, and like it doesn't matter.
I know.
I'm like you look fine.
You're
like,
beautiful.
You're good. It's all gonna be okay. Like whatever you wear, like it's gonna be okay. And telling myself that like choosing to love myself and every single day. And like there's things that I love about myself where I'm like oh like I love how my hair looks, or like I like my eyeballs, you know, like I like my eyes.
I like my eyeballs.
I like my eyeballs. I'm like girl, you got some good eyes. You know,
you
like
do.
like so that like things that you remind yourself of. But it's hard. It's so hard. But I think I've gotten a lot better at it.
How have you intentionally just like worked on this? Like
yeah, because just like I intentionally every day I'm like I want to go for a walk. Like I want to go for a walk outside, and like I like love going to the gym now, because I think I used to look at exercise as like a punishment. You know, it's like, oh, I did this, so I need to go work out.
You're right.
But it's like, no, I want to work out because it makes me feel good. I'm like, I get to go look at birds in the wild when I walk down the street. Like I get to go run. Like I get to lift weights. I get to do these
Your body's
things.
Working.
Yeah, and like seeing my grandparents and like they're like, oh my gosh, like do this while you can. And so I think that changed my perspective a lot. Is like I get to do these things instead of like I should do these things.
I have to
because I'm trying to be mean to myself.
And I'm trying to look a certain way.
To look a certain way.
To please these people who don't even notice.
Who don't even notice because they're worried about themselves.
Exactly. Everyone's only concerned with themselves.
Yeah, because everybody's in their head. They're like, because like I could look at someone and be like, oh, like, I'll be like, you're so beautiful. But like internally, or somebody told me that, I'd be like, oh my gosh, like my hair looks crazy, or this shirt sucks, you know. But like, so everybody's feeling that way, and I feel like if we were a lot more honest about that, like we wouldn't have to try so hard.
Totally.
Yeah.
I love that so much. Tell me what you did this past year, because you said 2025 was a big healing year for you.
Yes.
What did you do to go on that healing journey?
I think like definitely with like the loving myself, I went to therapy.
Did you have a breaking point?
Yeah, well, not like a full like breakdown, but yeah, I had a breakdown.
You did? Oh, don't worry, I've had so many breakdowns.
Well, I was like, something needs to change.
Okay, tell me how you knew that.
Well, I just felt sad and like empty, and I was like, I want to love myself. Like I want to love everything that I'm doing. Like I just want like something inside needs to change, and like that's like the line of the song. Like I need to get back to what I had. You know, like. Little Hunter that's walking into these bars and coffee shops.
Owning
like,
the shop.
I'm like, girl. Like,
get her back.
Where's she at?
Where is she at?
I was like, she would bite me right now.
Yes.
You know, like.
But she would also be so proud of you.
She'd be so proud.
Because you've gone so far.
She'd be like, girl, like, wake up. What are you doing?
Yes.
And, like.
But how awesome, though. I mean, this is an awesome thing because so many people have to go back to their childhood and heal their little girl. Yeah. How awesome that you want to go back and, like, say, like, look, I'm still making you proud because, like, you love that little girl. Like, how awesome that she started off so strong. Yeah. And then the world will take us down, but, like, you're like, no, this is who I am.
Yeah, like, I want to get back to that and, like, healing, like, with, like, the pretty much that song. It was kind of like the start of that.
That was probably a vulnerable song to put out.
That was such a vulnerable song to put out. And
because you're like speaking vulnerable words that we all feel, but you're speaking them. And I'm like,
I was
dang,
super
HunterGirl.
stressed. I was super stressed.
I bet.
But like seeing how it affected the other women in the crowd.
Oh,
like,
I'm sure that's one of your best.
The first time I sang it live, it was like every girl like understood that.
Oh yes, so, you're like speaking. It's an anthem for us all.
Yeah, like during that moment, and so I think that was the start of that. Like I'm getting pretty good at not thinking about pretty much. But so that was the start, and I feel like last year was like.
And you're so clever with your words. I'm getting pretty good at not thinking about pretty much.
Thank you.
I mean, that is just such a great line.
Yeah, so I think that was the start, but I was like, I need to like actually enact that, you know, like focus on it every day with like healing myself, like reading my Bible, like going to therapy, and like, you know, because some people are like go straight to Jesus, and like I do every single day. I'm like, but I'm crazy enough where I need Jesus and I need therapy. Like I need both. I need a double dose.
I need so much. I need all of it.
I know, but
good for you though.
Yeah, and so reading my Bible, like hanging out with my family, going to like hanging out with my friends, like, and recentering that part of myself for a couple months, and I felt like a new person.
And that's where Somewhere Wild came from.
That's where Somewhere Wild came from.
Do you think the whole American Idol instant fame had something to do with like the like the holy cow, like nerve wracking. Everyone's looking at me now. I need to like critique myself harder.
Like I think I had a little of that whenever I was younger. You know, just like whenever I was like 12, 13, where you just like put all that pressure on yourself to look a certain way. But I think being on American Idol and like how awesome that was, but like coming off of the show and like, cause it was crazy right before I went on Idol, you know, I was living with my grandma. And like, I remember flying home from New York and it was my birthday and I'm still in my whole get up and I'm wearing my like the boots up to here, all kinds of crazy stuff. And I remember walking through the airport and people telling me happy birthday. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was like, people know who I am. Cause I've been in this bubble for so long. And I was so excited. I was freaking out. I was like, oh my gosh, people know me. And I couldn't believe it. And I get back home and like, I'm like, I go to grandma's house. I'm like, we're watching the Great British Bake Off. Like, we're living our best lives, you know? And it's so crazy, you know, like being in California and LA and like going to New York and all these things and like coming back home and like kind of recentering your heart and your nervous system to all that too. And
you have to integrate it all.
Yeah, because it was like such a shock coming back because I've been gone for 5 months.
Oh, yeah. Was it kind of okay? So I did the Amazing Race 2 times. And when I came off of it, I had because like you're in like kind of same thing like the American Idol. I mean, not the same thing, but you're in this alternate universe with only these people.
Yeah.
And you're doing this event and challenge. Yeah. And you're like in your own world. And like it's literally that's all that's happening. I remember coming off of it though and having like a big letdown. Like, oh my gosh, like I'm never going to get that high again. Did you feel that? Like, I was like, how will I ever get that extremeness? Like, you can't just, it's not everyday life.
Yeah, it was definitely like an adrenaline dump.
It's like an adrenaline.
And they warned us. Like, they warned me whenever I left. They're like, hey, like, we want to give you a heads up. Like, they're like, you're going to have like a big adrenaline dump. Like, it's going to be a lot. And I'm like, okay. Like, so I was already kind of prepared for it. And so, because it was crazy, like, people knowing who I was at that point. And like, because it just didn't register. And this is the time that it registered. It was like a few days after, and I went to Target. And
in your hometown?
No, like it was. I think it was like in Nashville somewhere.
Okay.
And I went to the gym, and you know, like when I get out of the gym, I'm like looking rough, like I'm sweaty, and I'm like living my best life. I'm like, oh my god, I'm crazy. and so then I just go to Target after. I'm not thinking anything of it, you know, like I'm not thinking anything of it. And then people know who I am. I'm like, oh my god, people know me. What the freak? And so I'm like, I have all these pictures, and I remember my mama called me. She's like, Hunter, I saw a picture of you on Facebook. I was like, oh, what was it? You know? And she's like, oh my gosh. She's like, you look crazy right now. She's like, I'm going to send you some dry shampoo. Girl, what you doing? And I'm like, Mom, I just got back from the gym. She's like, you are so crazy. You're so crazy. Gosh. And it's like getting like reminded that things were different. And I was so grateful for it. But yeah, it was definitely like a switch up where like things changed and like trying to figure out where like I aligned and all that.
So how do you feel about it all now? Now that you've had a few years off the show, you've had some huge moments touring, you've had some singles release, like you've had like, you know, the big push and now you're kind of like living in this new existence. How do you balance the two? Somewhere Wild, like figuring out who our roots are, and then American Idol, like crushing the game and you know, coming in second and having people know your birthday.
Oh my gosh.
How do we line up now? Where have you centered it all?
I feel like I finally figured it out.
Okay,
like,
what is it?
Well, just like kind of the balance, because like coming off Idol and like then playing all these shows, and it was so cool, you know, because when you're little.
Did you go on was there a tour or was it no tour because of COVID?
There was no tour. Well, there was like shows by this point because it was like end of 2022.
Why do I think they did an Idol tour though? Didn't they used to?
They don't do those anymore, but like I was immediately like playing shows and like all these things kept happening and I was so excited and like learning how to like balance it all, you know, and like sleep and like eating and all these things. But I feel like like the music and like me now, I feel like it all feels aligned.
That's awesome.
And it feels good. And I think like last year, like during those few months, I was like, I really needed that. I really needed to recenter and figure out where I wanted to go, because like when things are going so quickly, it's like you can't always look at the destination, like because things are moving. It's like this is next, but like looking at big picture, I'm like I want the song to sound like this. Like I want to feel like this. Like I want to like wake up every day and like be proud of like what I put out into the world and like who I am as a person and all those things. And I feel like I'm really, really excited for like this next chapter. And I feel like it's going to be the best one yet.
I love that so much.
Thank you.
So what can you tell us about the future? Not to put pressure on you, like, what's next?
What's next?
HunterGirl,
all this
tell us what's
concrete
next.
streets. Highway lights.
Exactly. What are you looking forward to, though?
Looking forward to the new music coming up.
And Somewhere Wild's the kickoff of that, right?
Somewhere Wild's kicking it off.
Okay.
So very, very excited about that. And like shows coming up. But yeah, I'm just very excited for all the things in the future and figuring it out one step at a time.
You know what? As we all are, I'm 42 years old, and I moved to Nashville when I was 19 years old.
Oh my gosh.
No idea what I was doing. I still have no idea what I'm doing.
Hey,
literally.
You are doing fantastic.
I just have been winging it the whole time. Like, some people have these like perfect ideas of how their life wants to go and like basically a spreadsheet and day by day plan. I'm like, nope, no clue. I literally just follow the next open door, follow the gifts that God has given me, follow what my soul is like guided towards. And I feel like if you do that, it's very scary. It feels very risky, but ultimately it leads you where you're supposed to go.
Yeah, and like I love that, following the next open door. You know, the door that God opens for you.
You have that in a song too, like when the door's closed, you found a window.
Yes.
What song is that in?
I think it's Somewhere Wild.
I think it is too.
I think it is.
Because I'm like, yes, queen. I feel that.
But yeah, like
find that cracked window.
Where's
Slide
that?
through.
You're a bird. Fly.
You
know?
can do this.
You can do it.
It feels insane, but you're going to make it.
But no, like I love that. And like you have so much light in you and just like all this good energy.
Not always. I have had moments. I mean, I've always had light in me, but I have had moments like the past 5 years, I feel like I'm actually coming out of it, have been so hard.
Yeah.
Literally just took me down. And I was like, okay, God, I know that you are working on me and like that this is for a bigger purpose, but holy cow, can we give it a rest?
Yeah.
Like, I need a break.
Like, girl needs a minute.
But I feel like so many of us feel that way. It's just you got to trek on through when you're in those valleys and you feel like you're stuck in the mud. Just keep moving. It's so hard, and it feels like you're never going to get a break, and there's never going to be an open window. But they do come.
They do come.
They do come.
And I think it's like in those moments where like trusting God is like the way out.
You got to put your
You're just like, we
your faith in action.
Yeah, like we're in it together. Like,
and you know what I realized too? It's like it is so easy to have faith in God when like things are going according to plan.
Yeah.
But when things are not, that's like really when God's saying, "Hey, do you really trust me? Like, do you?
Yeah.
Because I need to find out."
Yeah, like, hey,
we're gonna find out.
We're gonna find out. And like in those seasons where things are like that, where it's like everything's going wrong.
Everything.
You're
like, how can this many things go wrong?
You're like, what is happening?
Like, I'm trying to be a good person, God. Like, why are you punishing me? But it's not punishment. Because truly, don't you feel like you've grown the most in those seasons?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I feel like I've grown when everything's gone wrong.
Yeah.
And, like, I've come out on the other side of it better.
Totally.
You know? And so
then you have
I'm
grace
grateful
for people, and you have grace for yourself, and it's not as scary when the next rough patch hits.
No, and it also gives you perspective.
Yeah.
Like, you know, with, like, other people going through hard things, like, being able to be there for them and understand, like, what they're going through. I feel like some of this, like, the things that I've went through are just, like, really dark times in my life. I'm like, I feel like I'm able to show up better for other people because of that, because I understand what somebody else might need.
I love that. HunterGirl, I loved you the second I found out who you were and dove into your music and dove into you. You're so authentic. You're such a real light. Like what you're doing is authentically who you are called to be. I can feel that in your soul. I can feel that in your music. I know God has a big plan for you. He's going to continue to open doors for you. And because your messaging is so important for people to hear. And I just want to say thank you for being brave enough to put all these like real, honest songs out. Because they hit me. They really affected me. And so I know obviously they affected the world. You got second on American Idol. But I just want to applaud you for your truth and your honesty and following the gifts that God gave you.
Thank you. I love you.
I love you.
We did it.
I always wrap up with leave your light, and it's super open-ended, but it's basically, what do you want people to know? Just drop some inspiration.
Oh my gosh. Like, just what do you want people to know?
Just like, what do you want to tell people? Just drop them some inspo. If you're sitting in that theater of all those girls singing your song, pretty much, right?
Yeah. What
do you want to tell those girls?
That God has greater plans for you than you have for yourself.
So much. HunterGirl. Okay, tell everyone where we can find you. How to keep up with you.
You can find me at HunterGirl Music on all social platforms. And you can find me at HunterGirl, all one word, on every streaming platform. And Somewhere Wild is out now.
I love it. I love it so much. Can you stick around for a quick little say less session?
Yeah.
Where we're going to draw some cards and we're just going to get straight down to the point.
Let's do it. Let's get crazy.
Okay. HunterGirl, you're the best. This was so much fun.
you.
I'm glad we got to cry too.
Yeah, I know we cried a lot.
Okay, bye.